Are we sure this is a good idea?
No, but at least it gives us an excuse to get out of the house. You know, dress up a little bit.
That's true. And I must say, you clean up very nicely, Mr. Parker.
Well, I run with a tough crowd. Just trying to keep up, you know?
Ah, there he is. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Harry, how's it going?
Doing well, doing well. You find the place all right?
We did. Pretty nice. I don't think they wanted to let me in, but they relented when I gave them your name.
Sorry about that. The crowd here can be a bit insufferable. Just awful people, really.
Yeah.
I eat here at least once a week. So, what are we drinking?
Probably a lot. Harry, I want you to meet my wife. This is MJ.
It's very nice to meet you, Harry.
Pleasure's all mine. Peter has told me a lot about you. Honestly, he won't shut up about it. The man's obsessed, I think.
Well, I hear most people call that being in love. I'll admit, it's had a bit of a branding issue lately.
But you're on the job. Speaking of, congrats on your new business. I love it when people bet on themselves.
Thanks. If I work hard enough, sometimes I forget how terrified I am.
Well, I hear most people call that being excited.
I can see why you like him.
Oh, I thought your wife was coming.
She had a business thing uptown. It should only be a few more... here she is now. Peter, MJ, this is my wife, Gwen Stacy.
Sorry I'm late. Things got a little complicated. Hello, you must be Peter.
Hi, this is MJ, my wife.
Hey there.
What was the holdup with the meeting?
Oh, you know, old school executive types. I tried the carrot, but they wanted the stick. Nothing to worry about. So, should we eat? I'm starving.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, chef's pretty great. She's from Argentina, I think.
Uruguay.
It's been a while since we've... Actually, when was the last time we went?
On a date? BK, baby.
BK? What's... before kids.
You got it. Do you two have any?
Children? No. I'd like to think I'd be a good mom, but none for us yet. We're considering it, though.
Well, that's just the best thing ever. What's the holdup?
The world we bring them into.
Sure, I get it. Very of the times. It's a scary proposition, either way. How long have you guys been married?
Oh, who could say? Hard to keep track when every day is a dream.
8 years, 3 months, and 11 days. 2 leap years, not 1.
The culmination of a lifelong pursuit. But enough about us, MJ. Spill it.
What?
Well, we all know what Peter's up to. Let's hear how your business is going.
What's this?
MJ started a PR firm. She's a bit of a marketing genius.
How nice. How'd you get into that?
I used to model a little. It was fine, but while I was doing that, I started handling my own branding. People liked what I did, word got around. Then I got picked up by one Bayam LaRoche and worked there for a while. After that, I got poached by Altman, Smith, and Altman for their executive suite about 5 years ago.
Really? Now that's an interesting place. I think Harry's dad used them a few times.
Interesting. Now that's a very polite way to describe a crisis management firm. It starts with, you can pick your own clients, and eventually turns into, just make the problem go away. It was gross, super gross. I just couldn't do it anymore. So off I went.
Good for you. So, who you got client-wise?
Well, I'm on retainer at Damage Control. But other than that, it's all one-offs and irons in the fire. Except Peter, is it okay to talk about this?
Sure. Why not? I mean, you can't hurt their feelings, and they don't change their minds, so...
Last week I started helping out Peter's uncle, Ben Parker, and J. Jonah Jameson. They're starting their own news outfit. We just settled on a name.
I don't get it. We're doing the news online, not in print, which I'm still not okay with, and she wants to call it the paper? Is it supposed to be ironic or something?
It was nice of you to stop by just to complain about this, Jonah. And I think the word she used was meta.
It's both, actually.
I don't know, it feels very clever. And you know how I hate that.
I do. But it also has that certain something to it, doesn't it? Not elitist. For the masses. Very everyman.
Yeah, maybe. I do like that it's kind of a generic in the right way. not the other way, where you can take out the vowels so you can put a trademark on it or something. PAPR, that nonsense. I die of embarrassment.
Uncle Ben?
Yes, dear?
Is he going to be leaving soon?
Ah, the paper. Sounds, great. I know I get up every day and say to myself, what I really need in my life is more news. I mean, I just love it so much.
You're being rude, Harry.
I'm joking, dear. Dad always said Ben was the salt of the earth. I just hope it goes well. Not sure if this is the right market. Closed system. You'll see.
I don't know. Depends on what they cover. Depends on how deep they like to dig. I can think of a few reasons why a couple of crusty old guys with nothing to lose might be useful.
Keep going. Grist for the mill.
Well, take the pictures Peter's been shooting of that masked man swinging through the sky. Killer eye, by the way.
Oh, I just point and shoot.
He means thank you.
I do. Thanks.
You're welcome. Anyway, if you look at the coverage of it, it's sanitized, surrounded. It's not that the stories are corporate, they are, of course, but they're intentionally obtuse. They all miss the point of the masked man.
Which is...
That he exists for a reason, that there must be a point to him, a purpose. For someone, or someone's, he's fulfilling a need, for good or for bad. Now, I like to think he isn't a bad guy, but in a lot of ways, him being a good guy would be more upsetting to certain people. It implies that something's wrong with the world, and maybe he's what we're looking for. A cure for what ails us.
I can see that you've thought about this quite a bit.
People need heroes, Peter. And if your uncle's going to report on that, good for him. Maybe you could let them use some of your photos.
But I work for the Bugle.
And you always will with an attitude like that.
Hey, CEO of billion-dollar company. Go easy on the working folk. But she's not wrong.
Fair enough. I've said my piece, and with that, I need to visit the ladies.
Oh, I'll come with. You two behave.
She really doesn't like Mr. Jameson.
In all fairness, kiddo, she ain't the only person on that plane. What do you think about him?
I think what the two of you are doing is really cool, Uncle Ben.
Yeah, well, that's just because you read a lot.
Everybody should read a lot.
Sure, but you gotta give them a reason to, which can be a little tricky. So, you got an hour before you have to be in bed? Wanna watch some TV?
No.
Good man.
Love that color on you.
Thanks.
Can I ask you something?
Sure, go right ahead.
Am I coming on too strong? Sometimes I come on a little strong. I think it's mostly a corporate thing, but I tend to have trouble switching it off. And on top of that, I clearly have opinions, so too much?
I'm good.
Great, because I was hoping to ask for a favor, and that's hard to do if things were going the other way.
How can I help?
You probably know this, but if you didn't, Oscorp took over Stain Stark a few months ago. Since then, we've scaled up in some unexpected ways. To be blunt, we have too much money. And now I need to get some off the books. But I've exhausted all the normal charities, donations, and various nonprofits. And tonight's conversation got me thinking of you.
What? No. Peter and I would never take any.
Oh, sorry. No, that's not what I meant. Because that would be weird, right?
Yeah. So what were...
I was hoping, since you're their brand manager, that you could set something up between me and the grumpy old men of the paper. I'm kinda in the mood to see if I can launch a pirate ship.
What are you smiling at?
You haven't told her yet, have you?
No, wait, you told Gwen?
Yeah,
How much?
everything.
Oh God, Harry, what were you thinking?
I'm thinking that I love my wife, and we don't have secrets between us. Are you really telling me you haven't told anyone? No one knows.
My kid caught me in my costume.
Well, thank God. For a second there, I thought you were gonna lecture me about the importance of keeping secrets and whatnot.
It is important. And I haven't told MJ because, look, it's not that I don't trust her or anything. That would be ridiculous. But I have to protect them, don't I?
You seriously think you can live this life and insulate the people you love from the consequences?
I don't even know for sure that I want to do this. Whatever this is.
Poof. I've seen you in action, pal. Yeah, You do. And if I'm brave enough to do it, you sure should be.
And why is that?
Because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy in a suit. And you, with your abilities, are a good bit more than that. It's all on us, pal.
To do what?
Save the world.
Well, thank God. For a second there, I thought you were gonna draw something heavy on me. Harry, for the first time in my life, I'm doing something I'm good at. Stopping bad people from doing bad things feels right. What you're talking about, I don't know. Sounds too big.
I'm not going to tell you what you have to do, Peter, or how to do it. It's not my place, and it's not my call. You have to decide that. Nobody's forcing you to come along for the ride. But you need to understand where this is heading, and what we're up against. These people, they're playing God, and they're playing for keeps. And worse than that, they've been doing it our whole lives. It's institutional. It's systemic. It's the whole damn world. And you have great power, Peter. And with great power comes great responsibility. It's such a gift, but only if you use it.
So, what did you think?
They were nice, kind of. Actually, they were a little.
Scary?
Yes, it was like equal parts too personal and too intense, but with really great food.
Yeah, it was a lot. What'd you think of, what they were saying?
About?
The world needing heroes.
What do I need heroes for, Peter? I've got you.